Wednesday with Jimmy and Jesse. Today we want to interview and introduce our good friends, one of which is, I think, our oldest friend we know, oldest one that we hang out with.
Yeah, and age, most certainly.
Definitely is the leader of online misogynists.
Brad Pitt, almost, to the T.
His hairdresser says he looks just like Brad Pitt, Jared Lambert.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
his beautiful wife, April, are joining us today. Jared said for this episode he'd like to drink some Jameson on the rocks. Unfortunately, April doesn't like to drink that, so we have a vodka mixed drink for her. My beautiful wife is not drinking for this episode.
I make good choices.
She's the designated driver. On 90% of the time.
We were just talking about that. Like, I'm so sick of being the DD all the time.
So when
But
we
we
went
won't have as much fun
to,
otherwise.
so you know, we went to Broadmoor. Was it Broadmoor Sports Bar?
Yeah.
Oh, boardroom.
Boardroom Sports Bar.
The boardroom.
Yeah.
So
Just
we went
recently
there.
with
Yeah.
my sister.
So we went back last weekend, and one of the guys knows the owner, and he was asking me. We're just out there smoking, and he comes up and he's asking me, "Hey, do you know what do you think would help to get more people here?"
Oh, really?
He's dead again.
Yeah, it was
Why can't they have live
You know-
music? They
on
don't have.
Fridays.
Oh,
And it's
Friday.
random.
And it's random,
But-
and it's
I honestly,
cheap bands.
it was.
Okay.
I'm at the point now where I like that little crowd, like
Actually,
Yeah.
kind
where
of
we
too.
had the
Yeah.
shuffleboard all to ourselves. No one was waiting for a game
Yeah.
or anything
Well,
like that.
apparently they're like real busy on Friday, and they have like their trivia night, and they have like bingo or whatever, and they're busy those times.
Yeah.
But
Trivia
then, like,
draws a crowd.
Saturday is like dead, and so
It feels like
that's
a
the
much
day to go.
older crowd.
So we're gonna have to
Exactly.
deal with the dipshits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because like
That
Saturday.
fire pit outside is amazing, though. Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty good, and it's like a huge ass. It's huge. What was
The,
your
the outside they'd spend a lot of money, it seems like,
Yeah.
to make that very nice.
Yeah.
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 Well, we
What did you say? What did you?
I give them ideas of to get more people in.
like more
So you
bands,
could put more bands,
Yeah.
or open mic.
like or an open mic night where that's free. You
Yeah.
just have to have a mic, and
Yeah.
they can come
Do
in,
a comedy
do
jam,
poetry,
slam poetry and shit. Yeah, I mean people. will do
Anybody
it.
can do whatever they want. It's
Yeah.
an open mic. You
Yeah.
get to do whatever you want. And then I said you could have your customers write their name and put it into a tub or whatever. And then at the end of before the next month starts, you make a calendar and you put everybody. You draw if it's 30, whatever how many days of the month there is in that month, and then you write one name on every day, and they get to drink that person with that name.
Used to drink all day, like
All
that
day
one
for
bar
free.
we went to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. That was
Yes.
the bar that I loved. That was like dark
Yeah.
downtown.
When we had to leave
that
early.
was freaking
That was
awesome.
when we had to leave early.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yes.
one was sick. I love
Yeah.
that idea.
Had the wood.
I bet
on
they
the
loved
walls.
that idea.
Well,
I
he
hope so.
suggested it,
I
so
see- yeah.
because
Yeah.
they only have like what 15 people in there.
15,
That's
20 people, yeah.
that's how it was that night when we went. There
Like I
was no
said,
one
I
there.
enjoyed
Like,
that.
we,
Nice.
so when we went,
They need to do dance music and have a dance.
yeah,
Like, that whole room, they have like
That
the
big
old
one.
man comfy chairs, and yes,
Yeah.
that's like awesome if we were gonna watch the game there or something.
yeah,
But
Right.
they should have a dance, like they should play dance music,
yeah.
like Lodo's does,
Yeah.
because their place is so big they should have a dance floor,
Yeah.
and then that would
The
attract
whole other
younger
side.
people.
Because they think they're a steakhouse and sports bar.
Really?
Sports bar takeout, yeah.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be a sports bar steakhouse.
I could see why they would think that.
And
It
the
has
steak
that
isn't
feel when
bad.
you're in there.
Yeah. So like
Anytime I've eaten there, though, I've never was like in love with the food.
Yeah.
To me, it seems like much more of like an older biker bar,
No, not biker, more older bar.
just older people.
We're
That's
at,
what it feels
well,
like.
I mean, we went with
I
Jared.
like the bar.
We went with Jared.
No, I like that too.
We went with Jared. It's his kind of time. So, being that this is Veterans Week, from Veterans Day was Monday, we wanted to invite you on first. This is the first podcast of a long series that we're going to start, right?
Yep.
So, tell us a little bit about you guys. I mean, because we know you, but they don't know you. So why don't you introduce yourselves a little bit?
So I Well, I've been married to April for
Long time.
17 years. Jesus. Is it 17 years or?
It'll be 17
It'll
this
be
year.
at 17 this year.
So was she 12 when you guys got married?
Yep. You just order them right online.
When she
Rush?
turns, when she
Did you
turns,
pay a rush delivery
Oh,
though?
no.
Like,
they give you a discount when she turns 40. You can trade her in for 220.
Yes. That's actually the paperwork comes with them.
It's like the warranty thing when you buy a new car. Though, hey, trade it in, you can upgrade.
Yeah. So, but it's a little older when you buy an Asian. They don't age as fast.
Yeah.
So
It's more like
I think
47.
it's
Wait,
like
it's like
60.
I agree with that.
You get
60.
3 20-year-olds.
Yeah. Then they outlive you and just spin all your money. Yeah.
Then I'm tired. So, I got married, a year before we got married, or I went in the military, give or take, close to a year.
How old are you?
So you signed up after you were already married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe's, my
Why?
wife was born already. And
So
When
you were
did you
here
do
for
that?
Joe's birth.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gone for Joe's birth.
Nope.
Okay.
Alex and John.
John.
Yeah.
They're not the first one.
The oldest and the last. That's what matters.
So, yeah, I joined in
2003.
2003, and I did 8 years, and we had.
So they let you join when you were that old.
I was,
You're only 22.
Jesus.
Wait, so why
I
Why
worked
after marriage?
I worked at Jiffy Lube, and that's not much.
So you was it? But did you
I was like, oh shit, I need like medical insurance and.
did you seek were you like I need some discipline too or no? Was it just like I needed a steady job?
I need to take a job. I need to go pay for my family, and
Yeah.
this is a good option.
Mhm.
And she's a military brat, so her dad.
She kind of had knew the lifestyle.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, you should join the military.
Yeah.
So was it your idea? Did you kind of say, hey, like that's a great option, or
She brings home a bunch of like, hey, I enlisted you. Like a 60-year-old kid's father in the 50s,
maybe
you
we'll
know?
take
Yeah.
you?
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds like a great idea. Thanks.
That was more like both a decision,
Yeah.
but that was a life I grew up with, so I knew that's what I wanted,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I was used to that. And then maybe I might have suggested it because it
Yeah.
was.
You're like, look, this ain't gonna last if you're here all the time, buddy. You know, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
So before that, we met. We got laid off because we worked at the same place, and we got laid off. The place was closing. It was for Sprint, and I decided to take the time off.
He
And
wanted to live on the beach.
I did. I
That
lived
was
on
his
the beach.
goal.
no
Hey,
fucking
That's
wonder
why-
you guys are
that's
friends.
why I have a
That's
tattoo
all
of
he
a
has. He's
beach,
like,
of a beach scene. That's
let's
what I want to
just
end up.
go.
Yeah,
Let's
so-
just go. Like
She's-
that's where we're gonna
she
live.
goes,
And
"What
I'm
about
like,
the
I
kids?"
can't swim. Like
What
I don't
kids?
want to live.
Yeah, what about the kids? Is what I say. Yeah.
It's
What
time to
kid?
fend for
He
yourself.
he
So
Yeah.
he wanted to be on the beach every day.
yeah. So
That's
I
it.
went to
So
the
he
beach
wanted-
every day. I didn't work.
I worked.
I still made money.
He must
Yeah,
have
you
gotten
I
did.
a
had
pretty good.
unemployment, so
It
I've
must have been all that
yeah, I worked
Brad
since
Pitt
I was
modeling.
16. I've always worked since I was
So you had a
16.
pretty good base burn
Yeah, so
because you don't tan.
dude, I was actually tan that time once,
That
Once.
Once.
Yeah.
and it was kind of at an angle because when you're in the water, waiting for a wave in San Diego,
It's not the pencil tan line. It's a little higher. You know.
right, and it's like angled like this, so
Yep.
just the front of me is still white.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then what? And then I went in the army, and I tried to be a helicopter mechanic.
Yeah.
And they-
In the Navy.
I've seen you work on stuff. I want to let you work on.
Right,
Right.
right.
That's
Yeah,
not
it's a
nice.
bad deal.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What else?
So did you go straight to being a taker after that?
Well, so before I was in the army, I was a naval reservist, and they wouldn't let me go active duty.
Because
So I was already sworn into the Navy, and I didn't do any training. And then I was like, I need to go active duty. I'm about to have a baby.
So
something more than
you were able to transfer to the army like that, like.
Yeah,
Well, it
I
was
just
literally-
quit
Wait, but yeah.
Oh,
so we have to go back to why?
Yeah,
Why
like,
did they
what-
let you
see-
be in the Navy?
because they said my high school diploma. So I graduated late. My high school diploma wouldn't work for them.
Ooh.
So they told me I had to do the credit hours. So you have to be in class for those credit hours. You can't just do your packet, turn it in, and you're done.
Okay.
You got to be there for the amount of time it's supposed to take you to do the packet.
Okay.
So I had a lot of time in that. And then they told me they're not going to accept it. And then, so I joined the reserves. And there's like, then you can go from reserves to active. So I go, and I'm doing reserves. I did 2 or 3 drills. And I wasn't supposed to go to basic training for months. Well, then I talked to the Army, and they said, well, have you received any official training, like basic training? No.
Yeah.
You can just quit.
Oh.
The contract's not legit
Then I just come over.
till you actually are done with basic training.
Oh, okay.
So if you get hurt during basic training or anything, they can give you that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can quit.
Really?
You can quit. So it's not official until, because you don't get your
Yeah, I
bonus
thought it was the minute you signed up with the recruiter, your ass is theirs.
There's an out.
Really?
So I took all my shit in and told him, well, petty officer, I'm going to quit. And he's like, why? PT's too hard, is what I told him.
Is that what you
Why weren't you just honest?
He laughed. And then I handed him his shit.
Yeah.
And I walked out of there and I went and joined the Army. And then I went to MEPS and I was like, I'd like to be a helicopter mechanic. And they said, well, we don't have any openings. How about
What is it? Everybody wants
this fucking tank? Look how cool this thing is. Well, that looks pretty cool.
I would have thought of it.
And it was.
Virgos would have been like, okay.
Yeah.
Right? And it is fucking cool.
Yeah.
And so I got to do
Oh
that.
man. I mean, even just the shell that you have in your house, that thing, the way it
Yeah.
comes apart and everything, yeah.
Yeah, them pedals was pretty cool. So,
Man.
and then so I did basic training. Got stationed in Kentucky at Fort Knox.
Oh really?
After basic training, I was there at Fort Knox for a year, and then,
Those two.
well, I was stationed there for 1 year.
Yeah.
Because I came down on orders, and they can't move you within a year. So
Since
then,
you moved.
when you get to new duty station, you have to be there for a minimum of a year
Okay.
before they can. Oh, you're on orders. You got to go somewhere else now.
Oh, okay.
So I went to. Then I came down on orders. I went to Korea, and I was in Korea for 4 months. Well, 4 months, and I was trying to AIP, which is stay there, get extra money, and then I can get a card that makes it so I can live off post. So you live.
The brothel or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Above it.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
just go down to it.
Mama-san.
But then you don't have a curfew.
Oh yeah, that is it.
That's
Mama
Mama-san.
San.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but then you can bring your family there, and they can. So they would go to the school on base. I was at Camp Casey,
Yeah.
and
So that's where you hear about families that like our army brats that grew up abroad
yeah.
from stuff like
So I was going to do that. I was going to bring the family over. We was going to live in Korea, and then you're there for 2 years, and then you move home. Or,
Okay.
Or you could stay there, whatever you want to do. Try to stay there. And they told me, you're on orders. It's like, well, I haven't been here for a year. And can't. And when you go to Korea, that's a hardship tour.
that. So you
I was like, that's weird. So they sent me to Fort Hood, Texas. So I get to Fort Hood, and I was there for
Less than a year. and then
less than a
went to
year, and I
Iraq.
deployed and went to Iraq in 06 to 08. So we extended there
April stayed in Texas at that point.
Yeah.
for a little bit.
For like 3 months.
Yeah, and then she.
I don't think I would stay either.
Go to
No,
Vegas.
I
Well,
was,
she
I was
lived with her
planning,
friend.
I was planning to stay there the whole
Yeah.
time they were deployed, but then I got pregnant.
So then you went home
Was
to
this
like.
was after I deployed, right?
Oh, shut up.
He's that potent, you just talk dirty to you.
I actually put my boots on the bed.
No, I got
And then-
pregnant. and
yeah,
went
so-
to Colorado.
That's funny. So
So you moved here where his family was, not even where your family was. Okay.
she couldn't live with her parents. She
Yeah.
tried that with Korea deployment.
And I was pregnant with Alex with that one.
Yeah.
And,
So yeah. So we
Okay,
had
so
Alex.
John-
So you were on
Johnny
your
was from
third
Tech, okay.
pregnancy when he got
Yeah.
Deployed the
deployed
first time.
the first
So
time.
yeah. So she tells me that we're having a kid when. So
And you said Iraq.
Yeah, I'm in Iraq, so you go to Kuwait. I think you're in Kuwait for 2 weeks, and then you go to Iraq, and I went to Baghdad, so Bayat. We flew in there, and I just had gotten there, and I walk over, and I go to the phone, I call up April, and she's like, oh, so talking, saying hi,
No,
and then
before that.
no, it was right when I got to Iraq.
No, because you were telling me, because I remember like the week before, I was like, hey, just want to let you know I'm pregnant. And he was like, you're shitting me. I was like, I'm just kidding, because I really didn't know I was pregnant. Then I was just joking with him. And then he was like,
That was
you're
in
shitting me.
Kuwait.
Yeah.
That's
and
when I was in
then he
Kuwait.
calls me back, and I really missed my period.
So you're in
and he
Kuwait
was like,
for 2 weeks.
Then he
so
calls me, and he was like,
Just getting
Hey.
into that area.
yeah,
and
just
he was like,
dealing with
he
the
calls me,
heat.
he's like, hey, I'm just calling to let you know that I'm getting ready to fly into Iraq.
No, I was getting ready to fly into my fob.
Whatever. And then he was
Which
like,
is
you won't
Iraq already.
hear from me for a few days. I was like, oh, okay, well, just to let you know, I'm pregnant. And
Yeah.
he's like, you're shitting me. I was like, not this time.
Not
You should have that thing that
This
rhymes
shit
with
is real.
Smorshman.
And then he
Yeah.
was
This
like,
is smart.
you should probably do this. And I was like, what? Click.
She
Yeah,
fucking
like,
hung up on you.
we're married with children.
And so
What did you just say?
I'm sorry, honey.
That
No,
Stephen Lynch song is like, as I slowly slide the
I
hair
hung
up
up
your
on
thigh.
him.
I was thinking,
My
I was
friend-
calling friends back home to
My
scramble
friend,
the egg.
was like,
Yeah.
my friend was like, did you just hang up on him? I was like, yeah. She's like, he's getting ready to go into war. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
You're like, he has to
She's
remember the
like,
last thing
he's
you
sitting in
said
a
to me.
fucking
And then she
tank.
was like,
You know?
she's like, you're not going to hear from him for a few days. What if something happens? I was like, and
He said the
he
wrong
just
last
said
thing
the
to
wrong
me.
last thing to me.
It wasn't, I didn't say the last. You just hung up.
Right, he was
I
trying.
didn't mean to say
He
the
was
last
trying
thing.
to give you that heartfelt goodbye, and you hung up on him. Yeah.
And so then
And
she was,
just, my dying wish is for you to have a smush.
Yes.
Smorshman.
and so then he
Yeah.
didn't call me till like a few days later, and then he apologized. But yeah, so that's how we found out he had a baby.
Yeah.
Or he was having a baby.
You're welcome.
But then
Yeah.
Surprise!
And then he went
I mean, you
back.
could have just said surprise and wait until he came home, and then there it was.
Oh my
God,
god.
he's fucking 3 foot tall.
Yeah.
Huge fucking dick.
Oh yeah. That was
That's bigger than that sausage I'm
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah, what the hell?
But that was we took the morning after pill with him.
Yeah.
We took the morning after pill with Johnny.
That was meant to be. Like, he was
You
like,
have
I'm
to take
gonna
it when
be
he's
here.
still in the womb.
Johnny's a badass.
I thought they was
You can't wait till he gets home and he's like, take this fucking pill. Doesn't work when he's right there.
I thought the Democrats were thinking about bringing, you could abort a kid up to 18 years.
I'm for that. Before he becomes a person, you know what I
He
mean?
becomes his own man.
Yeah, you gotta really test the waters these days. If they're little assholes, you're like,
Yeah.
or if he starts crying too much, like,
You gotta go.
yeah, this
He's
is
not into physical sport.
this isn't happening. If I hear it's not fair. No.
Are your drinks empty? You want to?
Yeah, I'm ready. Ready for another Jameson?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Were you in a very active area?
Yeah.
It was pretty active. I was in Solder City, so we bordered Solder City, and I think it's Tigris River or whatever right there.
The Tigris.
Yeah, and then we lived in a pretty cool bunker. It was built in the 80s by the Americans, because all the blueprints are in English and standard measurements. So it's 6 feet thick walls, and I think it was 6 feet thick walls and 6 feet thick concrete on the roof, and you couldn't even hear a mortar land on the roof.
Really?
If you were asleep, you would
crazy.
still be asleep.
That's insane.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you wake up, we're getting mortared. Why'd you wake me up?
Yeah.
Sleep
What am I worried about?
Anybody hurt? No? Okay, I'd like to go back to sleep. So, then I was at Fob Rustamaya when I was there, and so it was scary, but an adventure.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Like looking back, You know,
Because
then
I
it
was going
wasn't
to ask
so
if
cool.
you ever regretted it. Or was
well,
like,
because we met.
outta
When
here.
did we meet? How long were you out? A year and a half? 2 years?
I was out for. I got out in 2010.
Yeah.
So,
Essentially. So that's when we
I was
got
like
married.
a year.
You
I
were
was
like
out for like a year.
you were out for like a
Okay.
year when we met.
Yeah, Boston.
Because it's been a while.
We've
Yeah.
known each other way too long.
Forever.
Yeah.
So in 2011.
Before this.
So it's been 8 years.
Before this,
Yeah.
not really Friendsgiving thing that you did.
So speaking of that, so speaking of Friendsgiving,
Listen, the last time
So-
I tried to invite somebody in on it, they totally bombed.
for those who don't know, me and Jess once a year with a group of friends of ours go to the mountains and go snowboarding and have a mock Thanksgiving with our friends with no kids. So it's
The
an
most
amazing
amazing time of our lives.
And-
No,
It's
not.
when we start acting like children all over again.
right. We go back to high school. We revert.
Like literally,
We've been telling them they should go,
It's
and
ridiculous.
they've been refusing
Whatever.
for the most
Well,
part.
actually, well, I'm not sure that's true.
And- well, so we got
That's
back.
more not true.
So we just got back Sunday evening.
Yeah.
So for you, I actually have a question because we were at a table there with how many friends go? There's six couples.
I think there's
5
6 couples.
But
There's 11
it
people.
is. I gotta give you. It is all high school friends and stuff like that. I haven't known you from high school.
Well, so
Well, it is
actually,
your high
it's
school
pre-high school. So I met this whole group of girls from Victoria's Secret. So most of them worked at Victoria's Secret. I was 18, so we met just out of high
So
school.
yeah. So
I don't
So,
think
but
I'm
three
trying
of the girls have known each other since grade school, like elementary school. So they've been friends forever.
Yeah.
And then,
I have one of my buddies who ended up marrying one of the girls. I played football with in high school, and that's the farthest back that I go.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's a long time.
it is a long time.
You guys are fucking
But-
old.
So
we went through
So-
some of the hardest times of our lives together. Like I would say, 3 of us had terrible breakups, and we were all there in each other's lives, like when the really bad breakups were happening. So then we, got
You
shit
band-
faced together.
you band together and bond over. it.
Yeah,
Right.
and then you like bond over it. So then
Well, good friendship.
it made us like
yeah.
really
good
close.
friendships. Like you don't have to hang out all the time, but when you do, it's like you haven't missed a beat.
That's
Yeah,
the thing.
exactly.
It just
yeah.
falls right back in.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Um,
And we're all there's always one quieter one, but for the most part, there's at least one crazy person in each couple. So we just
well, and I think everybody compliments each other. Like
Yeah.
if someone's off that day, other people are on, and it kind of brings everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were having a discussion though, and we were playing Never Have I Ever. And it was my turn, and what I said was I have never not scratched my balls and then sniffed them afterwards. So the debate is, I feel like you have to do that. That's a check. That's a check engine light.
At some point in time, you have to.
Yeah, that's a check
Maybe
engine
not
light.
every time you do it.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying.
Do you sniff your balls after
Hold
you
on, hold
scratch?
on.
Is the question.
Well, I'm not saying it's like the fun thing to do. I'm just saying from time to time you gotta just check and see.
It's the same as checking the
But I asked-
girl you're with.
but I-
right? Yeah.
But I asked the women, and all of them were extremely disgusted that I even brought this up, and so they never done
I
it.
have never,
You've never swiped
never
a lip?
have I ever went.
Would you please?
You've never swiped a lip.
Listen, that shit gets
You just gotta give it to me. Just give it
I
a
told
little.
him I just stick my fingers like when I'm in the shower. I'm like, and then I know that shit's
No.
good. Like you're living a deep clean, and I move on with
Like-
my life. I don't go. Yep, I got it.
No, you swipe a lip. You
It's
go
like
like this.
midday. It's your midday check.
Yeah,
What if you're gonna have a nooner?
right.
You gotta make
You
sure.
gotta make sure.
Who's he getting a neuter from? Because it's not me.
I'm talking about you.
Oh.
You gotta check it.
Yeah, you swipe a lip. You know,
I gotta taste it. I'm on a different level.
If it's
I have to
tangy,
taste it.
You don't
Right?
know.
What's a pussy supposed to taste like?
That's great.
Exactly.
I get the taste check. He just gets to sniff. Listen.
No one's licking
Y'all
the
get
ins-
some
No one's
hardcore
licking the
parental.
edge of the bat wing. Like no one's licking the inside cheese. You know, you gotta sniff that.
Terrible. Just terrible.
So
So, do you?
What?
It's a yes or no question. Do you scratch your balls and sniff them?
I'm not saying I haven't. It's not an everyday occurrence.
So the answer is yes.
My wife has to deal with whatever happens.
I mean, I'm not saying pick grass and smell it. I'm smelling it's the
That
balls.
usually smells shitty.
Yeah.
Jimmy
What's
legit
that
sits
smell?
on the couch, Al Bundying it, and then he goes,
This couch?
right where you're sitting. actually.
Motherfucker!
I bare ass it.
Sometimes you rub
There
it
isn't
in.
a seat in my house I haven't bare-assed.
Right?
So,
No,
It's a good
that's your
comfy house.
house.
That's a damn
Yeah.
comfortable
Yeah.
house.
I try.
Oh,
We're thinking about
I didn't know that that
fake-
would still be
We're
important.
thinking of fake grass. I wonder if that's a good idea.
I have the best
It's
company
gonna be
for
hot
you.
as fuck.
Don't let me
You're gonna
forget.
go out there with shoes, without shoes on, and burn the shit out of
I
your
have a
your feet.
fucking
I'll do
hose
it.
that I won't be watering the lawn.
Yeah, you're gonna think about it.
Oh, I will. It's gonna be hot.
You're gonna walk out smelling your daily scratch and step on burning grass.
Well, I hope my dog don't piss on it.
It just runs right off with water. It's actually great for having animals.
Yeah, it does, but it's gonna burn his little fucking paws.
He'll live.
Alright.
He'll live.
He will.
Don't let me forget. I need to send you guys that
Okay.
place
Okay,
I
so
found.
that's
Is legit. It's so nice.
Because
Yeah.
we don't have that much
I
grass.
It
like-
grows
I
from
really
like 5
want
different ways.
to,
It's freaking
So
sick.
we're not, there's not a lot of grass back there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it'll
We,
be
we have a lot of
perfect.
planners if you.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. That
this
shit.
lady fucking grew everything.
Except for the good shit.
Except for anything.
Yeah, really good.
Rhubarb. She got rhubarb.
Yeah.
If you like to make those type of pies.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the type of shit.
Oh, we had that rhubarb wine
Oh, yeah.
from
From
North
South
Dakota.
Dakota.
Or yeah, South Dakota.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I actually think I did try that.
Mm-hmm.
You did. I broke it open and you wasted.
We tried it there.
I think I was too drunk. You don't give me good shit when I'm drunk. You start with the good shit, and then this is how you host. You give the good shit first, and then you switch over to shitty shit, so people don't realize you're drinking the bad shit later.
Because you got the buzz
You
on.
don't give me the good shit when I'm already gone, Jared. These are the rules. Rules.
Okay, I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Baby steps. Baby steps.
I
So-
usually start with the shitty shit, and then I'm like, fuck it. What's
Now let's
money?
go for the
What's
good
money?
So changing the story here. I'm wondering next what these two are going to connive about that they need, because last time they did that, we ended up with 2 little shits.
Oh.
These don't
Oh.
Yes.
But my heart
You
wasn't
had a-
full yet.
Yeah.
No.
My heart's full now.
My heart's
No.
very full. My
Ours is
heart's
fucking
Ours
full
is
of
what,
something.
6 months difference?
Whatever's
so
missing.
whenever I show pictures.
So they
of
don't. Apparently, nobody knows, right? This is the first podcast.
Right, yes, we got to explain what happened.
Oh.
So Jessie
This
decides
one.
that she really wants a baby, and my wife has really wanted a baby, which
So we have
which is
2
4
kids,
for
so-
me. It would be 4. It's 3 at
Right.
the time,
Yeah.
and you have 2, which is
Yeah.
going to be 3.
And there was a
heart's-
gamble there.
My heart's pretty full with 1.
I mean,
So
depending on the price.
and that's my wife. I'm okay with not having kids at all. But now I'm at 3.
Yeah, I tested the waters.
Yeah.
I had kids. It wasn't really me.
It's not really my thing.
No.
I wanna- no.
I want to know how your conversation went. Okay, so I went, okay, we have a boy, we have a girl. And, okay, so
She
our
cried.
They're done.
middle child
Our
was
middle daughter.
6 at the time.
No.
A little younger than 6.
Yeah, she's 5.
5.5. Because, yeah. So, and then I decided I needed one more real bad. Like, real bad. To the point
Which
where...
I,
kid that made
which,
this.
which
to
I
the
told
point I
you.
started crying.
Which
Like,
I told you I
I
was
really
good.
wanted...
I was good. I didn't want any more.
I was good at first, too. And then 5 years in, I was like,
Not good.
okay, I'm getting older. If I'm going to have another baby, it has to be now or never.
See,
Yeah.
but my theory was we had Katara at 22. She'd be out of the house at 42. We'd have our whole fucking lives to live and just be the grandparents.
No, I sat right there,
Crying her eyes
legit
out.
cried, had real tears. It was like,
Telling me this
my-
will ruin everything.
Yeah.
Yes, having a baby will.
Yes.
That's a terrible idea.
And I was like, it's not done yet. We have to have one more.
So I
our
definitely
conversation was
believe.
similar to
I
that
definitely
same.
believe both parties have to be happy.
Yeah.
Have to be happy, and me having when we got our 3rd kid, and I have enough love for all of them, and so
It's just you want to give it.
Well, our thing
They're
is
gonna-
having enough
it's
money
fine,
to give them the
right.
things. So that was our biggest conversation.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I was
okay,
like-
we already have 2. We're
How are
gambling.
we
They're
gonna
happy. They're
financially
healthy.
Support them.
Right. And how can we make sure that we can provide
Because
what they
Katara,
deserve to have as children?
Katara with
That was our
daycare
biggest
was a
conversation.
mess.
So I have a picture of me standing in front of my truck in Iraq in 2007.
Yeah.
And so I have 2 names, right? We have a tank name, and it was named Casual Boom Boom.
I
Nothing
thought for
special.
sure you were going to say Brad Pitt.
It was Charlie. We was in Charlie Company, so Casual Boom Boom. And then they gave me a fucking truck. So I'm a tanker. That's a truck. That's Strange Pussy.
Oh no, that is terrible.
So that was the name of my truck. Strange Pussy.
Straight.
I'm offended right now.
I'm
Everybody
not.
says the Strange
I
Pussy
actually
name.
think that's a really good name.
Whatever.
I'm kidding.
Okay, Jimmy's podcast is gonna fucking see.
An ass whooping? The first episode has an ass whooping on it?
Already.
Yeah.
That's gonna be one of the little fucking. That's how other they put like little clips,
Little
That's gonna be
trailers
one of
on
Jimmy's little
Instagram?
Clips is you whooping my ass.
Oh my god, that'd be so
Go viral
great.
right away.
You're like literally like
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
want
have
half.
smaller.
Yeah.
I'll take a lick. Come on, honey. Jimmy's wife can come in.
And beat your ass.
Yeah.
That's
So
fine.
funny.
So
So, and back to your question on what we're gonna want this next year.
Yeah.
I don't know, new kitchen.
I was gonna say kitchen, windows, bathrooms.
We're talking about
oh, you're gonna get a
One
new
thing.
kitchen, honey. So January we're gonna go to the RV show and we're looking for an RV.
That's
That
right.
motherfucker has a kitchen.
You guys are getting a new fifth wheel.
Yes.
And that'll have a new kitchen in it.
It
Maybe
will
2.
have-
Maybe 2.
It has a bath and a half, the one we like.
There you go.
That does not
Not
count.
my ideal.
The fuck
No.
that don't count.
That-
That's our vacation machine.
There you go. So,
Not my
we
ideal.
had a little incident happen today. We're going to switch topics a little bit. And I want to know...
Entirely. We're on a great
Yes.
topic, but
No,
let's talk about food.
No, yeah.
You will
This
learn
is a
quickly
moral.
that Jimmy has a food
This is
Moral
a
obsession.
topic.
This is a moral topic,
Oh,
okay?
I'm a good person, and Jimmy's not.
We go to the mall.
He's authentic. I've got a little white in me.
That fucking dude is more white.
Yeah.
Anybody I know with his parents darker than the darkest Mexican I know.
Yeah. So, we go to Chipotle, all right, and I'm paying, and the guy looks at me, and so what I got was steak, chicken, burrito with queso.
We should have taken pictures of these fucking burritos.
That's all that was in there. Was,
Jimmy's.
and he goes, "Do you want half and half or double?" And I was like, "Dip." So, which
No,
isn't
this
that much.
burrito,
Double beans?
but nothing else. No rice,
Nothing
no
else.
beans. So this fucking burrito looks like a goddamn enchilada.
Right.
It's
But-
the tiniest fucking burrito you've ever seen.
But-
I was like, "How's your enchilada?" honey?"
Two extra surcharges, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Double stick chicken.
The guy goes, "Is that a chicken burrito?" And I was like, "Yep." And she goes, "And he has steak, and he's got queso." And I look at her like, "What the fuck? I could have got away with like a $4 cheaper burrito." She just chimes in while her burrito's being made.
Ooh, this one?
He
This
wasn't
one.
even talking.
Oh, you fucking idiot!
So April
It was
was honest
worse.
Abe before. She used
I
to
said,
do
"What
that.
the fuck?"
So
It
we're
is
like,
honestly
well,
like when you're like going to a museum and you go, "Oh, he's 3," and he's like, "No, I'm 4."
Right?
Yeah, like goddamn
exactly
it,
what I
the price
did.
went up, you little fuck. So April
I
used
was
to
so
be like
mad.
that. I have trained her.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
It took a long time, probably half of the
We're honest
17
bitches.
years. So we used to go to the store, and I'm like fucking, I have $3 for this, and that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right, $3. Do I buy smokes, or do I buy
Ramen
smokes?
noodles.
Yeah.
Ramen noodles.
Smokes it
Yes,
is.
Jimmy.
I'll find food later.
So I thought she was down. I thought she was in with me. I thought she was ride or die.
Yeah.
We went to King Supers one time, and I got a big pack of Rizzens. right? And it wouldn't ring up. And she's like, well, it has to be there. Go check the price. And the guy's like, will you go check the price for me? And I'm like, God damn it. Like, you can't look this up. I go back there. Where I grabbed them from said like $5.39. And it's like the big pack of raisins. To me, that sounds reasonable. I don't eat raisins. I don't know. I go back and I'm like, $5.39. And he's like, okay. And she's like, you just stole those. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she goes, raisins are super expensive. She was like, that's like...
That bag had to have been like $13.99.
Yeah.
Had to have been.
She didn't say shit then.
It was a big ass bag of raisins. It wasn't like the normal bag. And that little bag is like $5.39.
Yeah.
So
We
we
need some money
benefited.
back. I want some money back.
So we benefited.
Like, you're already staying at home, so why are you charging daycare again?
I just wasn't like, hey, you picked your price, honey. Like, I was not going to charge that. Like, that's on you.
So
But
you...
that's your fee. You don't get to change
So you,
that.
okay.
There's no compromise.
You
now.
wouldn't, honest David? I think Chipotle's...
What? No.
Chipotle's expensive
No.
enough.
If that fucking thing rings up at
I think our bill is like
$18,
$47.
That's the thing. You can't even go to like semi-fast
Listen.
food anymore.
For
No,
it was me, Tucker, or me, Lakota,
let's-
Katara, and
Let's
Jake,
be
so for
specific
4
here.
people.
You cannot go to semi-fast food Chipotle because fucking 18 ounces of fucking steak isn't enough food.
Hey, that was a
For
bison
him.
ribeye.
He's
For-
an animal.
That was
18
delicious.
fucking ounces?
That was chump change, man. I
Hey,
ate a lot of meat during the day.
dude, you need to fucking, okay, well, this is an expensive dinner, so I don't need 18 ounces. I can eat fucking some mash.
No, you don't buy
Yeah,
the two for side.
exactly.
You don't
Eat
buy the
before
two
you go.
sides. That's the thing. When they get you with like, oh, the sides are big enough to share. That's an $8 side. You
Right.
leave the side alone and just
Have you
get the
ever,
fucking
you
steak.
ever met my wife? I always have to buy sides.
I usually want an appetizer. Fuck the side.
Yeah.
And that was the best calamari we've ever had.
That was
So, for those of you who don't know,
Did you guys
we
eat your
went
bread the next
to
day?
Eddie Merlot's.
I ate the bread the next day, and I didn't
Oh,
know
oh,
much
that
shit
was
was
horrible.
in it.
Hold up. For those of you who don't know, we went to Eddie Merlot's, and what we did is we went through the app Wild Ride,
Wild rides.
and so check it out if you haven't checked it out. Now, this app is sweet. You click on how much you want to spend, if you want drinks, if you want food, or both, and it gives you a circumference of area that you want to look in. Now, it doesn't tell you where you're going. It'll order you an Uber or give you turn-by-turn directions and surprises you. So we've done this like how many times now? 3, 4?
Four times,
Yeah, I mean, and a couple times we went cheap and it was a little, like dive bar-y, you know,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But it was
But
places we
that-
still didn't
that's
know.
the deal. We always have to go into where it takes us.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we never have been disappointed. I mean, they all we chose the cheap night and found dive bars. You know, like that's
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
But we went a little more. We were doing a little bit of celebration, and it went to this Eddie Merlot's, which was fantastic. And we had no idea where it was.
I would
Yeah.
totally go there again.
I would too.
I got
That's
that.
so
I
good.
got that
I wouldn't
18-ounce
order that
bison
I even
ribeye.
thought our waiter was hilarious.
The bison ribeye was. to
Well,
that.
Jimmy fucking, I don't know what he does, but that guy, Jimmy fucking lightens the waiters up. Like
He does.
That dude was fucking laughing
Yeah.
for like.
We were the best last table for
Yeah.
that man. Like his
I-
last hour work. Was
I think it's safe to
enjoyable.
say that I am the next best thing in the gay community to Burt Reynolds.
You said that out
I think it's safe to say. I'm just gonna say that.
I don't know, dude. Burt Reynolds. I don't know.
No.
You seen?
It was a different time of era. He had the mustache. I assumed he wore some leather straps.
You got
from
some
time to
spiders
time.
on your face or something.
Right. When I clean up, you know, I'll go to Vegas and wear a thong, and people want to take pictures of my ass
I haven't been there either.
with us.
We've never been to Vegas together?
Never.
No. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, because
Would
Okay,
you
hey,
want to though? Would
no,
you
no, no.
want to?
Tommy Buns is doing a show
We gotta
April
go for Tommy Buns.
weekend of my birthday. He's got a residency there at the Mirage.
And April's birthday
Is
is in
it
April
too?
too.
In April.
It'll be both your
Okay.
birthdays.
Huh?
Our birthday is like 2 days apart.
Right, yeah, 2 days apart.
Why?
We
But
need
Tom
to do
Segura
a
is
big
doing a
ass
residency in
birthday party.
Vegas, and it's in April.
All right, let's get tickets.
We should
Oh,
go.
wait, this year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can be the DD.
Fuck you guys.
I didn't make you.
I don't even
Like
think I
that?
would be available for travel.
I gotta pee.
When is it?
No, it's up
May 30th.
Oh, no.
to. No, we can drive.
No, traveling out of...
The state.
No, I thought it was just flying.
I'm not actually
traveling
allowed to
at
after
all.
6 months.
Yeah.
That fucking sucks.
Maybe we should do it on the weekend of your 6 months.
I'm telling you guys right now.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm
like,
telling you
go,
guys
like, the
right
last
now,
second.
you guys can totally go without me because that's gonna be fucking.
No. What if we
No.
plan?
Oh my god, are you kidding? You guys have to.
No, we can go see Bert wherever he's at.
Yeah?
The end of 6 months, like right before your 6 months.
We should find out next time they're in like a place where we all want to travel, like in the United States, like New York or something like that.
I think Bert and Jim Jeffries are coming to Mile High.
I would die.
They
about
tickled,
that. Yes,
they tickled it on the Bertcast.
You
Like
did
they
talk
They
tickled,
did the Angry
they
Beetle.
tickled the Angry Beetle on the Bertcast and kept talking about how they're going high and they have to do mushrooms while they're there.
Which
I
is
think they're coming
weird.
to Denver.
But we definitely have to do that.
Yeah. So definitely.
Did you say we're gonna take mushrooms and go camping?
No, not you.
Yes. Guys trip.
Guys trip.
I think they should go on a
We
guys trip
never
'cause I
have guys trips.
badass fucking girl.
We can't invite the other guy though. My buddy
Bosco?
Jeff. Oh no, Bosco can't go either. Fuck that dude.
Jeff?
Guys, I don't know what we should say. I remember his name. on it.
Right?
I know a guy who
Why don't
help
you guys
go
tell
there.
their social security?
Garrett
too?
will
While
go.
we're at it.
I like Garrett. Garrett will go with us. He's got that Ford.
Garrett will be so.
That's the
Dude,
guy with the Ford.
that I fucking rode in that this weekend. That thing is,
It's nice.
oh my god, beast. I fucking want it so bad.
It was full of chicks when they pulled up and we were like,
First
that's a
time
pretty cool
ever.
car. No, no.
First time ever in my life, I was like, I would buy this over the Raptor in a heartbeat. Like, I actually
The raised
fucking
lifted
love
one.
that.
But he's got it.
I love that too, but you got rid of it. You every time I love a truck,
Oh,
you
it's
get
my
rid of it.
Dodge.
My Ford's newer than his.
Is it?
Yes.
His seems more narrow.
He has aftermarket Wilson tires.
What
So
is that?
I talked to our buddy at Discount,
Uh-huh.
and I tell him, okay, this is what I want. My truck has stock fender flares on that F350,
Okay.
and so the stock tires are literally with a level from the sidewall of the tire to the level is 2 inches. There's 2 inches of difference between the outside of the truck and my fucking tire. So it looked like I should be driving on train tracks.
That's how ours looked before we got these new tires.
Yeah.
Ours
So
was like that.
I'm talking to him, and we're going over like offsets,
What do you need?
figuring out what I need, and he's like, "Oh fuck, the load rating's not right." I'm like, "You've got to be shitting me, Kyle." So he's like, "Let me make a call." So he calls and he's like, "Okay, we can get you this size of tire. It's not 12.5 inches because I want to go 35, 12.5. It's the
Yeah.
same size tire as the Sonic April's Jeep.
Yeah.
My Jeep. April drives it.
Oh, shut up.
So, and then, so fucking Kyle, I'm like, I don't want 11-inch tires. I want 12.5.
Yeah.
This fucking, I like the wide tire. It looks cool.
Right.
Well, so, and he's like, you're gonna have to go with these fucking size tires. I don't want to go that size tires, dude.
Oh,
I want a
shit.
35-inch tire that's fucking 12.5 inches wide.
Oh.
That's what I want. Make
Right.
the fucking thing on my truck, dude.
Oh.
I see other trucks my size with it.
No shit.
So I go through and I look at his website, and he has three different tires that you can do that with.
Well, you got 3 choices.
But yeah. So I sent them all to fucking Kyle.
Yakiyama, Toyota.
No.
No.
No, actually,
Why
all
Cooper?
American made.
That's right.
Nitto.
No.
Cooper.
That's right.
Nitto and Cooper.
He quoted me Coopers before because they're all union made.
I like Cooper tires.
Well, so I was all for them, but she wanted a more meteor looking. And
Well, she should have Nitto Ridge.
he supposedly was like, "This is the shit," because she was like, "I want more."
likes those tires. I'm not a big fan of those tires.
I like the way they look on them now. I never saw the Goodyear or
BF.
no.
So-
we were just talking about the Coopers.
The-
I never saw the Coopers.
The
It was in talking when we were
Yeah.
talking about Coopers, because Kylie's anti-union and I was talking union.
Oh, dude, he threw a jab in there when I was.
Oh yeah, that fucking guy.
I was like, I'm telling him, and he's like, yeah, that's some anti-union. Because I was talking about BF Goodrich,
Right.
all terrains, and he's like, yeah, you know, they've been the best selling tire for like 5 fucking decades, and
So-
blah 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 blah, and he's like, and they're probably non-union made. I'm like, Jesus, man, did you hit Democrat, union,
Right.
and everything all in one sentence here?
So, for those of you who don't know, me and Jared are both union workers. We believe in union work
That's
and
another topic.
education.
Right.
And
That's another topic.
that's how we met. You know, we met working our respective job doing HVAC. And
Local 208.
yeah, Life Letters Local 208. They give a great apprenticeship out there. I work.
It actually is improved.
I just saw they
made a
ordered.
huge crane,
Yeah.
like lift lab. They're gonna have another welding lab.
That's been in the works for so long. It's cool to see that it's gone now.
It's
Um,
yeah, it's been a good year for
208.
208.
They just got an award through the United Association for it was like not top apprenticeship, but it was the way they worded it. It was like outstanding apprenticeship
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah,
It
they've
was
changed
really
a
cool.
lot of things.
Really
since,
cool.
You went through.
So, yeah,
as a
we-
fucking 18-year-old baby.
Yeah, we both
Still
went
had a
through
diaper.
the 5-year apprenticeship program. Directly after that, I started teaching, and
He was my journeyman for.
I was your journeyman working
For
together.
how many years? 2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
2 different companies, 2 years.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think this should
Both
really be a
companies
whole
fucked me.
nother topic because we also will need to address how mine and Jared's relationship started. And I mean,
We can invite them back. I mean, it's not over yet.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm
We've
pretty
been
sure
going
this
for
has
a
been
while.
like way too long, and
We've
we
been
need
going
to
for a
try to
while.
probably need to cut it.
You think so? We're
Yeah.
only at an hour.
Really?
Dude, we's talking about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Goes fast.
So,
It
but no,
does.
real life, I think that you obviously you're gonna have to cut all this out. You should not talk about the union at all because that's for a whole nother topic.
This is wrong.
Because I think that's kind of a fun thing to talk about for you guys.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
And we shouldn't have to be here.
Because you
Yeah,
gotta think.
because we're just gonna sit here and
We-
go like this.
And we're all gonna look like,
Hey, you motherfuckers live off union money.
Right.
listen, I'm gonna buy some titties and a tummy tuck off that union money too.
Listen,
But
I already bought my titties. Hey, right? I don't even buy new ones.
no, I want.
They come
you
10
know.
years younger.
Yes.
You're how old are you now?
You're in.
I'm sorry. I'm just teasing.
That trade-in value.
Yeah.
No. It's
60. I told you.
It's
No.
okay. With me, you can list down.
God damn it.
I can't believe
I
you
love
told
it.
about the Chipotle thing. You're so sad about it.
What the fuck is
I
wrong
thought you were on
with
board.
It just came out of my mouth.
All right. You know.
I need to pay more.
Yeah.
That's literally
She
how
just
I
shat
felt.
money right there. And you're like, nah.
Yeah. Give me fucking money
I
back.
had a nervous squirt,
So-
apparently.
On
So
that
April
note,
used to do that.
I think that's so
April
funny.
used to do that, and she does not do that anymore. She'll see them not ring something up and be like, "Yeah, you motherfuckers are sucking it
you
up."
gotta
Jimmy
play the
looked
game.
at me like
This
he
world
thought
is
I
too
was the
expensive
dumbest
now to be
woman
doing
on
that
the
shit.
planet.
Yeah.
But okay, on that note, I'm sorry guys. Men's brains are just naturally bigger and they can't help it. So
That's gonna be edited
I'm just gonna say
before you die.
thank you guys for coming on here because we did want to just, sit down, have some drinks on just another Wednesday and have a good time. Get to know our friends a little better face to face. So thank you.
No, thank you. And this is
You
fun.
guys
I hope you guys have
you
fun.
guys are gonna have to do it so many more times.
I've had so much
there's-
fun doing this. Like,
Next time April
even
will be
though
in the
like
hot
it was
seat.
cool that we started recording before we started,
I think
Yes.
so too. Yeah.
because we always have fun. It's
Yeah.
a good time,
It's easy. I think it's easy. Like that was too easy almost.
dude. It just
Kind of just came right out. However, I would say